Day, Ruskin enjoys. Hope you relax. It's time for proper review. Now, last week we discussed the Lunar New Year Week 1 2026 Rush Store. That was February 19, 2026. And that, of course, means today we're here to talk about Week 2. So sit back and relax and start yapping. February 26, 2026, Lunar New Year, Week 2, more holiday skins. Oh my, they accepted the wooden double door. Yeah, that was my initial reaction. What? So, you had to be there, basically. Before we even saw any of the Lunar New Year skins being accepted, we saw this. And there was a discussion about, like, power creep. The fact that you have so much transparency right there. It's ridiculous. All of that vision. Now, it didn't glow in the dark. Fair enough. But still, it's barely a window. All of that top portion, all of it transparent. Well, clearly you can tell what was the most invested and interested. The skin had all the attention. Yeah, it was this. And we were surprised to see it was even considered. Well, it happened. But how much was it going to sell? Priced at $3.49, we did consider, well, maybe some people would be pretty put off with the price. Maybe. We'll see how that goes. So, all right, cool. Another garage door. Are we surprised? No, not really. I was surprised to see this green tier 2 armor. Now, how green is it? Again, that kind of does matter. Would people look at that and say, great, we got some cheap green armor, finally? Or would they just most likely say, I don't see it? Like a lot of people around this time were still super behind the Fawn Love tier 2 armor. So I looked at that and I thought that was better. That was my personal opinion. So, all right, well, fair enough. So it's looking interesting. But again, what's the sales going to look like? Fawn Love almost reached 20,000 subscribers, didn't it? Fair enough. We also happen to have a very cool looking locker. This shrine locker looked amazing. So, okay. Not too bad. But everything else, holiday skins, by default we expect the prices to drop off. But if you work around that, you could still probably walk away with some sweet, delicious profit. Some sweet, delicious profit. Oh, yes. But, okay then. Not going to see another sequel until next year. If we were to actually go over and consider what potentially were the best investments for the week, you know exactly what the first thing's going to be. So, of course, we've already had the barders on the brand new horse items and whatnot. So if we're only looking at the skins, yeah, I'm immediately jumping onto the Chinese panel wooden double doors. It was just too good. Now, of course, you'll question, how easy is it to destroy some wooden double doors? How often are they going to even be used? Again, maybe it takes people a while to even get a sheet metal double door or a garage door. Anyway, still, the transparency is ridiculous. And role players will appreciate that. So, yeah, that was definitely taking up all the attention. But were the sales going to be ridiculous? We're nearing the end of post-Christmas. It was so good that even during February time, oh yeah, prices were high. But the sales were starting to slow down. That's definitely something we noticed. And again, holiday rush stores, yeah. So that was interesting. But of course, I also talked about the Jade Dragon Tier 2. I did some showcases. I showcased it's alright for camouflage. For the price, can't go wrong. But I also talked about the Tier 3 armor. By default, if we do eventually see a collection continuation, which won't happen for a year, but we anticipate that, with a low ball buy order, we could probably still walk away by picking up a few of these and hold out with the hope that we see a sequel next year. And that's exactly what I did with the previous year. Fortunately, I didn't see a sequel to the clothing and armor that I wanted. So it doesn't always work. But if it does work, sweet, delicious profit. Awesome. So, okay, cool. But we're not going to get a very good answer, are we? But we could see how low it went in comparison to what we were expecting. So, cool, understood. I haven't really brought this up yet. But again, it's another spinning wheel. But what we have right here is a glow-in-the-dark spinning wheel. The Chinese Zodiac, looking very, very cool. when it glows in the dark at night time. Or lunar zodiac, sorry. So, cool. Yeah, got all the animals on display. That's looking very, very nice. But everything else, the expectation was prices are going to go down. Felt like inevitability. And so, what I'll do now is I'll go ahead and showcase to you the first 24 hours of sales. Boom. Chinese panel wooden double doors. They only had around 8,500 subscribers, which that's low. That's low. So, okay. It's not going to sell excessively. Interesting. And everything else wasn't very high. Jade Dragon Tier 2, for example, didn't even reach 5,000 subscribers. Okay. Locker, still looking very nice, and it wasn't going to sell that much either. Okay. Oh, interesting. Tier 3 didn't sell that much. Lunar Zodiac spinning wheel, I mean, even a glow-in-the-dark one. Still didn't even sell that much. Barely reached over 2,500 subscribers. Maybe that might help it out. We'll see. But overall, it was definitely a tame week. Low sales overall. And now I'll go ahead and talk about the abnormal barders. What prices did we suggest? Did I actually purchase any skins from this rush store? So let's just switch over to here. Boom. It is the night of the abnormals. We're about 30 minutes until it happens. Chinese panel wooden doors, well, just barely over 20,000 subscribers. It's still quite a lot, but not a ridiculous amount. Okay. You have the Horse Garage Door, 13,300. Lunar Horses SKS, 12,300. Jade Dragon Tier 2, basically around 11,000 subscribers. Yeah, it was a low sales week. Low sales week for sure. But what prices did we suggest, Hedge? Well, priced at $3.49, the wooden double door with the ridiculous amount of transparency. I had to take into consideration that we're about to go through the Easter dip. I can't emphasize enough. We've seen this happen multiple times in the past. March, April time, we tend to see a real bad drop-off. February has been amazing, right? February 2026, the post-Christmas, it went all the way through that as well. January was amazing. February was amazing. What happens next? I had to be aware of that. I had to take into consideration. I approached with a $2.20 to $2.70 barter. I thought maybe initially it'll have some support. Maybe it does drop to around $3, but a $2.70 barter, that should still succeed in picking up some of those skins. So that's what I went with. $2.20 to $2.70. Now for the Horse Garage Door, well, it's another garage door. It's another horse themed garage door. I didn't fully trust it. Priced at $2.49. I said 70 cents to $1. The Jade Dragon Tier 2, well, let's just point out the kilt, the vest, $2, but the coffee can, that was $1.49 in a rush store. So the prices I suggested, I thought it was good green camo. I thought it was nice and approachable. I thought it was very affordable. So anyway, for the kilt, I said $1.20 to $1.70. For the vest, I said $1 to $1.50. And for the coffee can, with that priced at $1.49 in a rush store, I suggested 80 cents to $1.20. That was my suggestion. We'll talk about whether it's a success. Lunar Horse Shrine Locker, a very pretty design. I thought it looked really nice. Didn't sell that much though, but it was $3. It didn't sell that much. It looked nice. I still expected it to drop off a fair bit. I approached it with a $1.50 to $2 barter. With the handmade NMG, actually no, that's not normal. With the Emperor Tier 3 armor, again, we just had that whole talk in regards to, well, if we expect it to drop down in price, but then potentially spike a price if we do see a sequel next year, hopefully, fingers crossed. Well, maybe it's worth giving it a shot, a try. So I said 60 cents to 80 cents. Both those pieces were $2.49 each. And yet I still expected them to go below $1. Then we have the Year of the Fire Horse wall pendant. That's a rug. It doesn't say rug in the name. And I don't think everybody's going to remember that name. $2.49. I suggested 70 cents to 90 cents. Oh, and we skipped the Jade Rock. $2.49. Only 6,600 subscribers. Wasn't fully behind it. Wasn't fully sure. I said I was going to do $1.20 to $1.70. And then for the regular skins, the skins that weren't abnormal, we have seen a lot of SKSs as of recent. It's starting to become a bit of a problem. We kind of expected that with a brand new skinnable, true. But it's becoming obvious that we just keep seeing more and more SKSs. So I suggested 60 cents to 80 cents. I'm playing it safe. With the Year of the Horse handmade NMG, same thing. Handmade NMGs just don't seem to be very in demand. 60 cents to 80 cents. Lunar Sap. Well, Saps are appreciated, but the skins as of recent, they haven't been performing very nicely. And even though they didn't sell that much, around 6,600 subscribers, 80 cents to $1.20 for that $2 skin. And then the Lunar Zodiac spinning wheel. An interesting glow-in-the-dark design. I still didn't trust it. So I suggested 50 cents to 70 cents for that $1.49 skin. Well, was I correct to assume there could still be issues? Well, let's now switch back over to here and let's talk about the outcomes. First of all, did Hedge actually buy any of the skins? I can confirm to you I bought 30 Chinese panel wooden double doors, 50 Jade Dragon road sign kilts, and 30 Jade Dragon helmets. I noticed a little bit later on that green coffee cans actually tend to work out very nicely. Even the cheaper, more approachable ones still rose up in price quite nicely in the past. So I thought, well then, that sounds interesting. But did it work out? Chinese panel wooden double doors, oh, they are doing good. But they didn't do perfectly fine instantly. So let's just go ahead and showcase this to you. As you can see, we currently have 29 have sold in the past 24 hours, only 53 listed, and we're not that far off from $5. It has been rising up in price ever so nicely, but it did dip during March time. So basically, the Easter dip only consisted of March. It was just March 2026, price go down. And after that, to our surprise, April's been good. April's been really good. Look at that. So you also might notice that's a bit of a weird quantity to put down for a barter. Well, about that, yeah, I might have picked up quite a few more of a barter. So basically, it went down. It got as cheap as about just a fair bit below $3. So I succeeded. And, well, probably should have bought some more, but we just weren't sure what was going to happen. There was also the possibility that someone might have seen that and thought, I'm going to go do a transparent wooden double door for Easter then. But that didn't happen, so cool. All right, well, double thumbs up. No complaints. All is good for now. You never know if another wooden double door, that amount of transparency appears. But we haven't seen it yet. All smiles. So yeah, that worked out wonderfully. Should have bought more when it was down. Should have. Oh well, it is what it is. So yeah, it is what it is. Did you pick up any though? Did you buy any straight from the Rust store? Did you pick up any of a barter? Feel free to comment below. I'll be very interested to see how you succeeded. I should have got more. I should have got more. Right. Garage store. I mean, as expected, it was going to go down in price. This is sitting here at 84 cents. It's only got 13 sales in the past 24 hours. To be honest with you, that's more than what I was expecting. But it could just be people selling to the highest buy order. And that very likely appears to be the case. No, well, okay, it's 50-50. Some people buying it for its listed price. Some people just selling, or rather dumping to the highest buy order. That did not work out very nicely. It has been stagnant for quite some time. But we kind of foresaw that, and we played it safe. Lunar Horses SKS. I wasn't wrong. We saw a lot of SKSs being accepted. We saw this one, then 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 this one. 6 in a row. Consecutive weeks. Oh boy. So you might notice they're not doing super great. No. Welcome to brand new Skinnables. We just keep seeing more and more and more and more and more being accepted, and suddenly they're not so special anymore, and their prices suffer. So, are we surprised by this? Not really. I was surprised it went all the way down to 74 cents. I don't think it's that price though. Let's just double check. As you'll see here, 88 cents. Maybe that's just like a one-off. SEMM just didn't update. But it still matches up to expectation. So, alright, cool. Did you buy any of these? Did you pick up any of a barter? I have picked up some of a barter. It has happened. Jade Dragon Tier 2. I had pretty high hopes for it. I looked at that with positivity. I thought, you know what? Surely this could work out quite alright. About that. Yeah, it went down in price. What happened? Not really sure. I guess it just didn't really catch on. It is the cheapest green Tier 2 set available right now, I'm sure. $1.30 here. Honestly, that's not down too bad, considering that was priced at $1.49 in a Rust store. That's actually not too bad. Did you suffer real badly as we went through March? Yeah, you've just been going down. What about the kilt? I'd have imagined the kilt probably would have been the best bet. Again, there's still a possibility we see a sequel of this in the future, next year. If we see tier 3, if we see hoodie and pants, if we see boots and gloves, that's still going to bounce up nicely. But even then, it's also green tier 2. It's cheap, it's affordable, and yet it went down in price. Oh boy, oh boy. So yeah, I bought some straight from the Rust store. I picked up a lot more of a barter. So much so that I had to remove my barter. Yep. Huh. That's not good, no. I had high hopes for you. You let me down. You did this. Anyway, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I thought people would actually take a liking to it. Maybe people saw that fawned love and that's it. We also did happen to see a certain tier 2 armor appearing for Easter week 2. I'm not sure if that's caught on. Where is it? I can't see it. That's weird. It's disappeared. Wait, have I gone? No, it's Easter week 1. Week 1, sorry. There we go. Well, that's actually doing quite all right now, isn't it? Someone might have pointed out that it was pretty good camouflage. Who would do such a thing? So, yeah. It is what it is. Did you buy any? Did you pick up any of a barter? Sorry about that. But yeah, I mean, everything I say is a suggestion. You don't literally have to copy me. But yeah, not everything is perfect all the time. Not everything is correct, so just got to live with it. Sorry to say. Lunar Horse Shrine Locker. It has basically gone down to the point that I was expecting. I suggested $1.50 to $2. This is still a very nice looking locker. Again, if you see it with your own eyes in game, you'll be pleasantly surprised. When I look at this on the Steam market, when I look at sales history, well, only 16? Wow, that's actually not that much. And I picked up some of these with a pie order. Interesting. But yeah, it's still trending downwards. But it's also not got that much. Not sure what to think. I'm not sure what to think. Well, still got a lot of support. That's still looking like it's pretty sturdy. That's still looking like the barter suggestion was a-okay. So, I think I'm quite alright with that. Here's hoping it bounces up and works out nicely in the future. But, we'll see, we'll see. The handmade LMG, though, yeah, that just basically matched up to expectations. Yep. So, as you'll see over here, 26 listed. Yeah. It's basically around where the barters are. If I look at the sales recently, it's basically around $1. The 60 cent to 80 cent suggestion was basically correct. If you go back a little bit further, you can see the sales are around 60 to 70 cents here. Yeah, so during March, it did suffer. Who'd have guessed? What about the tier 3? You said you could probably work around this. You could probably make some profit out of it eventually. Well, it's currently listed at $1 with the highest barter at currently 80 cents. I can confirm to you, I have picked up a few. Just a few. That's it. Quite a surprise, isn't it? I thought I could probably get more out of that, but no, it seems that people probably have been keeping the price up a little bit higher, like ever so slightly. I thought I'd be correct. I thought I'd be smack dab like right on the point. Well, maybe I'll pick up some more as we go throughout the rest of this year, because it'll dawn on people that we're not going to see a sequel for this anytime soon. So, okay. I don't think I'm wrong. I just got to be a little bit more patient. Fair enough then. Fair enough. Jade Rock. How you doing? Well, it went down in price. It's not doing super great. It's just kind of there. It's fine for what it is, but it still went down half its price. I suggested for that rock. What price did I suggest? $1.20 to $1.70. I back then thought rocks were like fairly reliable. I thought they could retain their value quite nicely. Nope. So I suggested too high, unfortunately. I suggested too high. Not good, not good. So, yeah, that's, yeah, whoops. Oh dear, oh dear. It didn't sell that much, though. Where did all these listings appear? Lunar Sap. In comparison to a lot of other Sap skins we've seen in the past, we did notice quite a drop-off with the most recent past year's batch, which was quite an eye-opening experience. But when you look at them now, I mean, look at that, look at that. Some of these are working out very nicely. But you still went down in price. I didn't fully trust you. I played it safe, and I was correct to do that, because this is currently sitting here at $1.26. I do believe it's gotten cheaper than $1.20. It really wouldn't surprise me. And I can confirm I have picked up a few of them with a buy order. It doesn't look like it's going to go down to less than $1 anytime soon. It does look as if it was cheaper at one point, perhaps. But yeah, it didn't crash and burn. It's still above $1. Seems the barter suggestion did work out quite nicely. Did you manage to pick up any for yourself? Feel free to comment below. And now, Lunar Zodiac Spinning Wheel. This is the interesting talking point. For a while, this was actually in the positive. For a while, I was regretting not going for this. But then it just kind of collapsed. Was it a bit of a buyout? Was it, relevant to the month? Were people super happy to see it exist and bought them all out in the Steam market? I don't know, but I can't confirm to you for a while. It was in the positive. It was doing good. And then it just slowly went down. I can't answer for you. Sorry to say. I'll sit here and say, what do you do with a spinning wheel? Not a lot. Is it even useful? Does it provide a helpful function? Well, there you go. So, where's the justification to own skins for it? Yeah. So, hey, it was nice to see. It was pretty cool. But, yeah, okay. So, I was correct to play it safe on that. But my barter suggestion seems to be a little bit too low. I haven't picked up any of these. And then the rug. Well, to be honest with you, the rug is actually doing pretty okay. Not the best, but pretty okay. Only 15 listed. It only reached around, can confirm, just barely over 5,000 subscribers. It is purely a decorative thing, but it still provides you comfort, of course. But when I look at it, yeah, I suggested too low. I went too low. It does appear that sales have been around, at worst, $1. That's just like a couple instances. Huh. It's a sheer lack of listings. It's a sheer lack of quantity. And well, maybe my quantity is just far too high. That might be a bit of a dud of a buy order. I missed out. But I can't really tell you what the actual price is because it just doesn't look like it even has that much interest. Again, it most likely is the fact that people don't know that you got to write the full name out to find it. And you can't just search rug to find it. So that's a bit of a problem. I guess that just walked into its own problem and we just should have expected it like we did, I guess. So that's that. There really wasn't that much, was there? But I got to say, we're correct on that. We're correct on quite a lot of the things that suffered. Not all, not all. I was wrong on that though. Oh. I feel like I'm correct on this. I think I'll be picking up a few more as time goes on. Hopefully, eventually, that was alright. That was not alright. That was okay. I guess that's not terrible. But yeah, barter suggestions do seem to be reasonably okay. It's just some of the things I bought straight from the Rust store didn't work out very nice. But you know what? You know what? All the profits from these will make up for what went wrong here. Hopefully. So, yeah, that's basically it. That is Lunar New Year, Week 2, 2026. Let's have a little sneak peek for March 5, 2026. March 4 swipe. Is that another Hazma skin? Is that more naval camo? Oh, no mercy. Cool, cool. Oh, and barbecues. Barbecues and armor double doors. Oh. Is that a Thompson? Is that the return of Hellcore? Another consistent acceptance. Oh. Well, consecutive, consistent. Same thing. All right. All right. We got quite a lot to talk about next week. Yes, indeed we do. We got quite a lot to talk about. But with today, it wasn't that much. Holiday Rust stores. There's only so much to talk about. But I think I'd probably put a decent word in. So, feel free to comment below. What did you buy? Did you pick up anything straight from the Rust store? Did you pick up anything through barters? I'm interested. But, yeah, it's just meh. You can even talk about if you've already picked up some of these horse masks and whatnot. We already discussed it last week, but yeah. I've picked up a few here and there. Now, hopefully they go up in price in the future, right? Right. Right, that's it. So thank you very much for watching me. I greatly appreciate it. Best of luck to all of you. Best of luck to your investments.